Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Cactus Minute. In today's episode we are looking at Copiapoa Lembeckei. So this guy here is absolutely ferocious looking, a real stunner of a plant. I've had this guy for many years and he was a reasonable size when I got him, if I'm perfectly honest. Copiapoa are generally one of the more slow growing cacti. They're not the slowest, but they can certainly take their time. There are some that are quicker than others. This guy is in bloom at the moment and he's got a very nice buttercup yellow flower. Now yellow is not my favourite flower colour by any stretch of the imagination, but I still appreciate the flower that he puts on. It's quite nice and it's quite a large flower. It's somewhat obstructed by the spines, but that's okay. I grow quite a few Copiapoa and I very much appreciate their form, their spination, and also the skin colour, if you will, because they generally have very interesting skin colour. This guy here is a sort of an olive green with a nice white frosting, which is, I think, very striking, and I quite like the spines as well. In terms of difficulty, this particular one and most Copiapoa are going to be at the high end. They come from incredibly difficult climates to survive in, very arid, with little rainfall. But in cultivation they are rot prone, and you do need to be incredibly careful with watering. They'll take a little bit of abuse, but they do have a tendency, if you make them unhappy, to either rot or they just stop growing and just sit there like they've got the sulks. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to put the Copiapoa in this particular one around an 8 to a 9. With some of the some other varieties would tip over to the top end of that scale. The mix that I've got this guy in is a 90-10, and that is 90% gravel and 10% organic matter. In saying that, if you're worried, you can grow them in 100% mineral mix, and many people do this successfully. I put a little bit of organic matter in there because I'm a little more confident in my watering regime, and also knowing when and how much to water. So this guy will not get any water whatsoever from sort of late autumn all the way through winter until early spring. So he has a very large drought period, but they will take it just fine. These guys have one of the highest drought resistance levels of all cacti, but a beautiful plant, and I definitely recommend obtaining some Copiapoa, and this particular one again is Copiapoa Lembeckei. Alright everyone, thanks for watching, and as always, happy gardening. Bye.